Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode here on the YouTube channel. In today's video, we have got our first official game in charge of Wrexham at the new stadium, the Tommy Bamford Park. That is correct. As you can see on screen, the new stadium has officially been built. Ryan and Rob's dream of turning the racecourse into something special was already achieved, but now their bigger dream of making Wrexham worldwide and global has definitely now been achieved, because the Tommy Bamford Park has now been built and we have officially relocated here on the 30th of June. If you are enjoying the content, do give it a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and without further ado, let's get into the episode. Firstly, I'm going to say our goal this season is winning the Champions League. Once we win the Champions League with this club, this save is over. And, well, I'm going to tell these guys right now, a lot of the games you're going to see in the episodes are going to be Champions League based, because that is the competition that eludes us. Let's go and have a look at the Tommy Bamford Park here very quickly, though. Built in the year 2033, so 10 to 11 seasons in the future, you will see Wrexham in the Premier League and with a new stadium. The ground is, 110 by 78. I don't particularly mind that too much. But more importantly, 38,000-seater stadium with undersoil heating. Compare that to the racecourse, which was about 23 to 28 by the time we expanded it all the way out. It's not the smallest stadium. It's the racecourse, and this isn't the biggest stadium, but that extra 10,000 seating is going to be massive. I can't wait to see what it looks like in game, and yeah, I reckon it's going to be absolutely monstrous. Now, in terms of competitions, this is a stadium that's going to hold all these sort of competitions, which is not too bad as well. Apparently, the Euro Samsan Cup is going to be played at the Wrexham Stadium. Okay. Don't know why that would be the way. Apparently, there's a lot of games that are going on there. The Welsh Youth Cup's going on in there too, so that's pretty cool. Apparently, there's some JD Premier games there. I would imagine the Welsh final for the Welsh League will get played there as well, which is interesting. But yeah, we obviously the team that's in charge. Now, for those that don't know who Tommy Bamford is, we did highlight this in a video, but if I bring him up here, Tommy Bamford, the Wrexham legend, is pretty damn good. He is the leading goal scorer for Wrexham, for those that do not know. He made over 200 appearances there as well. Leading goal scorer of all time was Tommy. And as you can see, he played 204 games for 175 goals from 1928 to 1934. Also played nearly 100 games for Manchester United as well. So really has some pedigree. 5'9" forward. Telling you right now, boys, we have our own Tommy Bamford up front and Josh Herman, who's a Welshman that played a heap for Wrexham. Maybe not scoring as many goals. They've got 84 and 194. I would like him to score a few more, Josh Herman. But nice to see Tommy Bamford Stadium getting a Welsh regen striker to bless the ground when we first play him. Now, in terms of when that game is going to be, we do start away from home against Forest, but we welcome Middlesbrough, who I believe have just come up from the Championship through the playoffs. So your first game that we're going to see, our first official game in charge at the Tommy Bamford Stadium, is going to be Middlesbrough. Now, what I will also do with this is I'm going to not request to expand the stadium straight away, but something tells me usually when a new stadium is built, you can basically expand it straight away, and then from there we could have maybe a bigger stadium. Lucky last, season preview, haven't made any transfers or anything yet, but the game has finally realised that we're a really good footballing side now. Our reputation has now gone all the way up as well now to being pretty close to 5 stars, so it's about time we got there. Apparently we predicted to finish second. At the moment, that is what the team is, according to the game. You know, they're telling you that Lozano should be playing out wide. It's weird. Apparently our boy Consigli does not get into our best 11. Very weird. I will say quickly as well with Lozano, we are actually training him to play complete wing back on the other side. Main reason he's already 4-star and as good as Robinson, has a reasonable left foot. You can see from his mentals and his physicals, the guy is elite. I'm trying to get him to, develop into a world-class left wing back, bombing up and down, and get him and Robinson in the same team, because I think that could be one of the missing pieces here to the jigsaw puzzle about winning the league. A lot of other transfers will relate around this guy here, Jared Cunnington. At the moment, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle and Brentford are all interested. I don't understand why he's still upset and why he would choose to go to a different Premier League club if we were to lose him. I'm still looking at a centre-back that is, if he's still in this list, and he should be, Sayed Amran. Two things with this one. I'm looking to sign him now to even come in and play alongside Cunnington, but B, definitely looking to, if I sell Cunnington, to bring this guy in. He's got a lot of 13s and 14s, but some really, 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 really good physicals, like nothing below 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, he has 15 stats of 15 plus, a lot of them being 16 and 17. And I think getting him at 20 and playing him in the Premier League, you probably get the marking, the positioning, the tackling, and the headering more than likely up. And he can also play right back if needs be. So, yeah, this guy's going to be coming in at some stage. I'm hoping to bring him in anyway. And that is that. So, without further ado, let's cut away now. And I'll go through the season. Pre-season, I should say, and I'll see you guys for our second game in the league against Middlesbrough at the new Tommy Bamford Stadium. It's a sad, sad time, YouTube. An absolute stalwart of this save. What a superstar. Arthur Okenwo has been asking for a move away for quite a many of season, and we're finally not going to stand in his way. We signed him for 31k. We're going to try and sign him on a free. Look how many games he played. 305 games in the league. Predominantly for us. If we tallied up all his games, his final count is something in the realms of over 300 to 400 games in all competitions. Let's do it. Let's do it right now on stream. Let's do it right now. We're live, and we'll do it right now in the episode too. Let's count how many games he played all competitions. So we're looking at the bottom number there. 43 plus 46 plus 49 plus 39 plus 38 plus 32, plus 32, plus 22. There he is. He's already on 301. Plus 13. Oh, he's actually played 2 off the bench there too. So plus 3, there we go. Plus 15, including the bench game. 331 appearances total for Wrexham. What an absolute legend. I do not want to really sell him. He's a fantastic player. He's very consistent. He loves a big game. But he's on his last year of his deal. He doesn't want to sign a new deal because he wants to leave for a new challenge. So to sell him on for 22 mil to Montgomery of all teams, which is a bit weird, over in the Mexican First Division. I guess they're paying him a big amount of fee. They've actually got John Duran as their player. For those that know the Aston Villa man. But yeah, 22 mil. We love him. What a sensational player in the save. You have a look. He's an absolute icon of the football club. I love him. You love him. We all love him. And there we go. He is on his way out. In the meantime, what has also happened here as well is we have not made a sale towards the end of the season. Our sales have been here. Type's gone on a free to Spurs to be their third choice keeper, so be it. Antonio Ramsey has been loaned out. But the big one here is Andrea Lorenzi had 1 year left on his deal, wanted to re-sign him as a squad player, wanted to be a star footballer. He's not better than Parsons, he's not better than Cunnington, and he's not better than the guys that we're looking to bring in. So we sold Lorenzi for 80 million to Villarreal in our back pocket, and that allowed me to sign Sayed Amran, who we 100% looked at just before, to come in and play centre-back. He's your new centre-back alongside Cunnington. I made a decision, unless we get 160 mil plus for Cunnington in this window, we're not selling him, and we're going to try and win the Champions League this season with the best centre-back in the world. Partner with the second best centre-back in the world. Just a physical specimen, and I think Sayed grows into an absolute monster. And to back up that as well, for 21 million for his release fee, a 6'5" Brazilian and Zeze has come in as well. By the time he's done, his physicals, apart from balance and stamina, will be in the 15s. Already got a lot of 15s in the mentals, and already got some 13 marking, 14 tackling. For me, he's someone that will, with development, will turn into a very, very good, if not a world-class centre-back. And what that's allowed me to do as well, lads, is put in and accept the $68 million bid for Villarreal for Oliveira. So Villarreal and they've been doing this. They have a lot of money in the save. I don't know how much money exactly. Let's go and actually find out, because we can do that in this skin. Got 199 million in this save. Have got one of the better teams in Spain. I don't think they've won a Spanish top flight just yet, but always in and around the Champions League spots throughout the season. Have got worldwide reputation. And I've got this guy who is very, very, very good at right back, right? Keep signing people, and they're going to have my 2 backup centre-backs to play full choice. And to be fair to Oliveira and Lorenzi, if they didn't play for me, they would start at centre-back for most Premier League clubs, right? Maybe not Man City, maybe not Liverpool with Riga and Thompson. Maybe not Man United with Daniel Hoy and their other centre-back that's world-class, but they would start for every other Premier League club. They would start across Europe in most first teams throughout the league. Even Barcelona, Real Madrid, they'll probably get in. So to sell a guy like Oliveira for 68 million, unless we get a bigger bid right now because he wanted, and Lorenzi, we're going to sell them for what? About 140 million, and we're going to bring in one of the best centre-backs in the world for 136 and a backup centre-back for 21. I think it just makes good business, doesn't it? We still got money in the club, still 113 mil, still 100, 200 over, 200 mil in the balance, and pre-season we're nowhere near being finished. But we'll see these guys in a second for the Middlesbrough game. But most importantly, Arthur, we salute an absolute legend of the football club. It might just be a good season, boys. It just might. It's 21 minutes, first game of the season away from home against Forest. And it's 4-0. This just might be a really, really, really good year. I'll show you all the goals, obviously, before we play Middlesbrough. But yeah, it might be a really good year. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time for our first official game at the Tommy Bamford Park. It is nice to be here officially, and hopefully we will have a very good game against Middlesbrough, who I have to say were pretty good on the opening day. They beat Wolves 3-0, so good on Middlesbrough. So it is effectively a first versus second tie. It's actually second versus third because Leeds have just played and drawn to one of the sides in here, probably Man United, maybe by the looks of it. I'm not too sure. Yeah, they just beat Man United 2-0. There you go. But let's get into what was the last game. You guys just saw that, at 4-0. Let's give you the goals here. It got the 6-0. Looked amazing. Important to note, Lozano playing in his first ever game, first professional game at left back. I know the Community Shield might count. Scored a brace. And was off in 25 minutes because he bruised his ankle and he wouldn't come up to fitness. As you can see, it falls to Lozano, bang, there he is on his right foot. You'll see a lot of Lozano coming inside, trying to get at goal from complete wing back, which I absolutely love. I don't mind him being that aggressive. But as you can see there, a couple goals. Koulibaly now, Dedes. This is the goal you guys did not see. No, that's Consigli. Very similar highlight for Herman's goal. But Consigli scoring. Was tempted to maybe play Mohamed and Herman, but went with Consigli. He's a very consistent performer, and there we are. That's the goal you saw. Dedes with the ball through. Dedes hasn't developed, but is playing at a pretty world-class level at the moment, so good to see. We then score from a set piece here. Ball gets headed away. Doak gets Walter. Sayed hits on his debut, deflected into the bottom bib. Goal was credited to him, and we won a penalty late doors, and Walter did score, which is great. Community Shield as well. You guys might be interested in what happened in the Community Shield. I did slightly rotate here. I played Mohamed and Herman, as mentioned. I played Shaw in goal, who has to play today because Dominguez is injured, and Lozano is there as well. Dominguez, unfortunately, going and doing a training injury. After the first game of the season. So this is the main reason we sold Arthur, is to get Jordan Shaw playing. These are the sort of games we needed to play in, which is great. And for those that are wondering who my third goalkeeper is, remember Joe Harris came out in our Season 1 youth intake. He's had a couple of loans, Raff Rovers, and Shrewsbury wasn't the greatest loan, but has got 19 one-on-ones. I actually think if you put him in net for the occasional game with 16 determination, he's not the worst. So, yeah, good on you, Joe. You're now the third choice goalkeeper and makes the bench today as well. Unfortunately for us, Sayed is not 100% fit and he won't start. Lewis Parsons, after not starting in the Community Shield and not starting in the first game, has already kicked up a sting saying, hey, I'm first choice centre-back. Yes, Lewis, you're good, but Sayed's going to be a monster. But we'll play Lewis Parsons here today. That's something that we'll do. We'll just move into ball playing defender on cover as well. I prefer Sayed to be the guy that is playing, central defender on cover. But, yep, that's fine as well. In terms of the rest of the team, I'm actually trying to sell Destiny Udogie actively. There was interest in him, try to offer him out a couple of times. Main reason for that is if you go to our under-18s, and you can see that we have a lot of good talent in there. Dan Evans is a 16-year-old that I think would be turned into quite a good bombing on fullback. If you worked his pace, you played him in a few first-team games, I think there is potential for a guy that could hit his potential. Potential for a guy to hit his potential, yeah, right. But there's potential for him to grow into a world-class left-back, and being that he's Welsh and homegrown, I don't know if he's from Wrexham itself, he's from Barry, I just think that he could be fantastic. And, there is some guys that, in the under-18s and the under-21 specifically, that if they hit their potential are world beaters. So, yeah, and important to note, we have a very strong contingency of players that are world-class for us. So, with that being said, let's get into this game here against Middlesbrough. Shaw in net, I'm actually going to make sure to take him off playing for the under-21s for now, only because we need him to be playing minutes for us. Robertson, Cunnington, Parsons, and Lozano, who, by the way, already at 3.5 star and hasn't even got into this. Don't mind the downward arrows. There's been so much upward arrows. This is him just regressing back to the end of training cycle thing that they do. Koulibaly's world class. Desiree Dou is great. Dedez has looked fantastic. Dyak's probably our best winger, Consigley and Herman. And the bench is pretty good. It's Walter, who can play left back and right back, Sayed, George Davies, Richardson, Batista, I should say, Junior, Jacob Ramsey can play central mid and left wing, and Mohammed. Does mean that even if Hamazabal was fit, doesn't make the bench, which just shows how strong we are. And the main reason for selling Destiny Doggy, he doesn't make the bench because Walter can play right back and left back. It gives me another option to have another midfielder in the team, so George Davies can still make the team. And with the injury to Hamazabal, you see Lewis Richardson, the Australian the under 18 Australian there. He's been cut by Australia itself. We're okay, and I'm pretty happy with with him being on the bench and getting minutes. At 17 years of age, 5-star potential. I see him turning into quite a good midfielder as well with 19 determination. So, if there's an injury and I can bring one of the young kids onto the bench, knowing that we're going to win a lot of games, I will. Now, Middlesbrough did win on the opening day. My goals for this season are to win the league. Will I get to 103 points? Probably not. But if I get more than 90, I think I'll win the league. And on top of that as well, we only conceded 23 goals last season. I would love to concede less than 25 again and really show that we're a really good defensive unit. And that would be great. Anyway, early highlight, and it looks like it's Middlesbrough's here at the Tommy Bamford Park. These guys probably also wondering in pre-season, we did lose to PSG 2-1 in that game where we showed the ground. We did beat Monaco at home, and we actually drew to Al Hilal 1-1 in a game where they had one shot on target and scored, and we couldn't score. But I did play a third-string side in that one to get people fit. Not the greatest start here, and proven by the fact we're just 1-0 down. Rightio. 1-0 down. And that's not how we wanted to start the Tommy Bamford Park. Not at all. 1-0 down to Middlesbrough. That is not good. Maybe we've lost the magic. The racecourse had magic. Maybe we lost the magic. That's not good at all, boys. Not really been our day out here too. 7 shots to 65% possession. Is there a chance of us actually getting a chance? Going to move us to attacking here very early doors. I think we're on fire. We're dominating, so yeah. Not like us to concede. Ben Dyack, ball in. Cleared away, only as far as Ben Dyack again. Koulibaly. Backstick ball. Desiree Dou's offside, wouldn't even bother. We score, but it's offside. Wow, are we going to really get beat in our first official game at the Tommy Bamford Park? It is offside. Time is ticking. Not a good start here at all. We've dominated the first half, but we're 1-0 down. This is not normal. Robertson goes into the box from fullback. It's taken our fullback to win a deflected long throw for us to score. It's 1-1. What are the front men doing? Between Herman, Consigley, and Dyack, we really should be dominating sides. This is not good at all. And we've conceded against a team we should never concede to. This has not gone well. In the end, Robertson, good run and a good finish. But yeah, no shock. Parsons plays his first game for us this season. Concede. Desiree Dou from distance. If that goes in the back of the net, that's a free kick and a half. Dressing room. Freshly arms. Very far from pleased. Going to stay on attacking here. We have a 71% possession. We're looking dominant. Sherbet now. Reed. Butt. Petter. They go long. Cunnington wins. Lozano is very good with the ball at his feet. Dedez now. Consigley didn't even move towards him. We just look poor. We look very, very poor out there. Dedez wins it back on the break. On the press, sorry. Now we go on the break with Dyack. Poor ball again. Finds Ben Dyack. We get lucky, it falls to us. Dyack Options in the box, cuts it, doesn't fire Herman. Robinson, Dedez can hit him. Instead he looks for Consigli. Lozano, Dedez, Robinson. Herman's offside, didn't even put it on target. 50 minutes played. It's been one of the worst games that we've played in a while. We've dominated 72% possession. Well, you can hear it in my voice. I think you can A, hear that I'm sick, but B, you can hear the stress. I don't think we win this game from what I've watched. Ben Doak just feels like that FMing sort of game. Consigli fools the Robinson. Dedez. Herman's offside. All right, Josh, you're coming off. I hate when he does this. Just fucking shit, honestly. And Consigli's going to come off with Jacob Ramsey as well. Double change. Mohamed and Ramsey odd. Consigli's had a stinker and Herman's been offside twice now. Offside by an absolute mile. Just don't know where you're standing, do you? Make the changes. Mohamed loves a goal off the bench, so hopefully he scores. Shaw goes to Lozano. Not his best of game. Jacob Ramsey. Desiree Do. Mohamed. Goes for goal. There he is. And this is why I want to start him over Mr. Herman. You give the ball through to him on the turn from distance. Bang. 2-1. Thank you for coming. Good move. You bring him off the bench. And there he goes. Ramsey with the ball. Desiree Do into Mohamed on the turn. And the Egyptian goes, thank you. Keeper maybe should do better. Cunnington. Desiree Do. Going on a run. Doak's inside of him. Ignored. Goes back stick to Jacob Ramsey. Heads over the bar. Got to make a change here. I'm going to move to the inverted wing-back system, has to be said. Got to bring Cunnington out there. Sayed's going to come into here. Walter's going to come in for Lozano, who's not had the best of the game as well. And Batista's going to go into ball-winning midfielder there on support too. We move into the inverted wing-back system against Middlesbrough to shut up shop. I never thought I would do this, but here we are. We move into a more defensive system to see how to win. Some days you just need to know that it's not your day, and today is definitely not our day. Pedder. Still okay in this system when we win the ball. We'd be more defensively solid too. Sweeney. Sagi. Horsley. Sweeney. Good this from Middlesbrough. Our shape's good though. We haven't really given them a turn. As I say this, they find a turn and there's the ball to 2v1. Yeah, okay. They've hit the post. Wow. They came that close to an equaliser. Mohamed. Should be the highlight here. Jacob Ramsey, and that's that. Not comfortable out here. Mohamed wins it though. Loses out straight away. Not able to really work the ball at the moment, which is very odd in this system. In the inverted wingback system, we're just very good at getting the ball and working it around and not really being too many highlights. Ball over the top. Reed might be onside. Think he's off. Don't believe I'm going to start time wasting here against Middlesbrough. This doesn't bode well for the season. This does not bode well for the season, boys. He's offside just. Sayer nearly played him on. We win 2-1, but it wasn't convincing. We absolutely dominate. 67% possession, 90% pass completion, 2.2 XG. But me and you both watched that game, and I'm telling you right now, if we play like that, we don't even win the league this season. Now, that was a bit of a let-off, boys. They need to know, and the boys have taken that on board, which is good. That was a let-off. That wasn't good enough. Mohamed, the saviour, off the bench yet again. Still ahead on the table, but we've conceded a goal. I'm not a big fan of conceding goals. And that is that. That is that. That's going to be the episode, though. Give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We did win on the opening day there. Ross Davies, by the way, played 75 minutes and did very, very, very well for Leipzig, which is superb. But yeah, that wasn't overly great. The boys played well. Maybe Mohamed needs minutes. I'm going to start him up front in this Fulham game and see how he goes. But yeah, that wasn't great. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.